Hey, this is Brett with functions.io. I'm going to go over how to create a Proxmox Turn-key container that includes Jenkins on one of my home lab nodes. So here we have a browser interface to our Proxmox node. Inside this node, I browse to a shell on the node itself. So in here, I'm going to run a pvm update to update our repository of containers. Then I'll run a pvm available to show which containers are available. As you can see, there's a bunch of different turnkey containers that you can download and use. It's really convenient. I want to grab Jenkins, so let's do a pvm download local, and then take this string right here, copy that, so let's take just a minute to download that template into our local storage so we can actually create a container using that template. Okay, so that's done. So now we can see pvm list local, and you should be able to see the Jenkins container that was just, or the Jenkins container template that was just downloaded, and I had a previous ASP.NET Apache turnkey template I had downloaded earlier. So now let's go back to our node and let's create that container. So we come up here to the create CT, click that button. Let's give it a host name of Jenkins01. I ran into an issue earlier where I tried to create it as an unprivileged container, and that did not work. I'll post a link to the differences between unprivileged and privileged containers in the notes. For now, we're going to give it a password. Let's go to our local storage and find our container template right here. Click that. Let's give it, let's see here, use local LVM, give it a decent amount of storage, 2 CPUs, decent amount of memory, and we'll go DHCP for now. Say next, and looks good. Let's start after created. So it should take just a minute. Previously, when I tried this, it failed on creating the container due to me setting up the container as an unprivileged container. There's a few reasons why that happened. Once I created the container as a privileged container, it worked just fine. Once again, I'll post some of the reasons why that happens in the notes below. It says task okay. Alright, so we're finished there. Let's shell into our container. It should give us a default turnkey command line interface to set up some of the settings for Jenkins that you need. At least that's how the other ones have worked. Okay, so let's log in as root and use the password that we set up in the container creation console before. Let's enter a new password for the admin account. You'll want to make this as complicated and different as possible. API key, I have not explored this too much, but it looks like there's a lot of different features that you could enable for some of these turnkey containers that Proxmox offers. I generally skip it. I'll just throw in my email here. Yes, we want to install security updates. All right, looks like it's finished downloading security updates, and now we have our web interface to the container. So let's see here. 1.49. I just want to verify that that's the 192.168.1.49. So that's 92.168.1.49. And you have your Jenkins install. So this is my first video. There'll be more to come. Please feel free to leave any comments or advice in the comments below. I'll hopefully be doing more of these in the future. Thanks.